So today we're going to be talking about dog breeds and the groups that they're classified in. So, in the beginning, dogs were man's best friend, and they've been with man or human for over 15,000 years. And all dogs descended from the gray wolf, but the gray wolf back then is not the gray wolf that we know today. It's a different gray wolf, and they basically used that wolf for hunting and then herding and protection. And then the domestication of that wolf began about 10,000 to 32,000 years ago. So these are the different breed groups that all the dog breeds are sorted by. There's sporting, hounds, working, terriers, toy, non-sporting, and herding. And then the first group is the sporting group, which they're also known as gun dogs. They're called gun dogs because the hunters take them for hunting, and instead of bringing their guns, they bring their dogs to go hunting with. And these are basically the traits of them. They're all active, they're all alert, and then they're really good in the woods and in the water for hunting game. And then game is basically like ducks or small animals or basically whatever's being hunted. And then they're really good at other field activities, which is just like frisbee or running through obstacle courses. So these are just some examples of them. We have the lab. It came from Canada, and it's used for water sports. And then there's the pointer. It's just points at their prey. And then the English Cocker Spaniel that came from England. And then they usually just hunt birds and retreat. And then there's the hound group. And you can usually tell a hound by their howl, or their bay, or their baying. And baying is just another word for howling. And then they're used for hunting too, but then they hunt independently, which means that their hunters will stay behind and let their dogs go in front of them, and then they'll find their prey. And then their hounds are split up into sight and scent, and usually the sight hounds are slender and they use their ears more, and then the scent hounds use their nose. And these are just some examples too. We have the beagle, which is a scent hound, and the bloodhound, which are a scent hound. And then usually with the scent hound, you can tell because their ears are floppier, and the floppy ears just help them gather the scent. And then the greyhound is a sight hound, and then you can tell because it's slender, and then it has really good speed. The non-sporting group, there's nothing really specific about this group. It's just all the leftover dogs that don't fit into any of the other groups. So let's just go with that. And then we have the bulldog, which was used for bull baiting. And then the Dalmatian, which came from Yugoslavia, and it was used as a carriage dog, which just means that this dog is used to run alongside the carriages to protect the horses. And then this dog also used to run alongside the fire trucks with the firefighters and help them out. And then the poodle, it was used for water retrieving, and there's also a miniature poodle. And then this dog is also popular for people with allergies because they have hair instead of fur. So it's hypoallergenic. And then the herding group is one of the newest groups. It came from the working dogs, and their main purpose is just to move the livestock, or to help the farmers move the livestock. And then we have the Australian Shepherd and the Border Collie, which are sheep herding dogs. And then we have the Corgi, or the Cardinal Welsh Corgi, and then it's used for cattle. And then with the Corgi, they go and they bite the ankles of the cattle, so that's how they move them. And there's also the Pembroke Welsh Corgi, which is the same thing except it doesn't have a tail. Yeah. And then there's the terrier groups, and these are bred in Great Britain, and their main job is hunting rats or other small animals. And they also call this group the small and mighty because they can be feisty if you don't train them right. And then we have the Bull Terrier, and the Miniature Schnauzer, and the Skye Terrier. And then we have the toy group, which their main purpose in life is just for companionship. And then these dogs are most common for people who live in cities or small apartments, or just people that don't have a lot of room in general. And they make the perfect lap dog. So we have the Japanese Chin, and then the Pug, and then the Yorkshire Terrier. And then we have the working working group, and their purpose, they do a lot in the workforce and stuff. They help with police dogs, and they're in the military, and also like service dogs for the blind, or if you have anxiety. And all this group is mainly your bigger dogs. So you have the Doberman, which is mainly used for guarding or security, and the Great Dane, which is also a guard dog too. And then the Husky, which is used in like Alaska or Russia for pulling sleds. And these are just the most popular breeds in America for 2016. So we have the Lab, the German Shepherd, the Golden Retriever, Bulldog, and the Beagle. And the Lab, German Shepherd, and Golden Retriever, those have been the top 3 since 2013. And then if you want to learn more about these dog breeds, you can go to American Kennel Club or Animal Planet or NationalDogShow.com.